Video. So now the video is going. So let me do this again. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the What Am I Saying podcast. I got my buddy Mikey Todd with me. Say what's up,
gang?
Better the second time.
Yeah.
Man, last time I was doing this and I realized it was kind of dark. And then it dawned on me that I have a light right here, but the power button is
Well,
way up there.
if you did like a black curtain right there too, that'd be better because we got light coming this way.
Maybe. Let me try this. Hang on. Literally did nothing. All right. Anyways, we'll roll with it.
We'll figure it out.
Podcast shirt,
Corey's workout
fitness
shirt.
shirt. I like this though because I put my last time I put the logo on that
Oh, for real?
and it looked really good. It'd work well even if it was black though.
Like physically, or you digitally did it on there?
I like leaving it as a mystery.
Oh my gosh.
You want to see? Let me see
Yeah.
if I can find it real quick. Real quick. Yeah, here it goes. Looks like it's a poster.
I like that.
Yeah. What am I saying? If you figure it out, let me know, because I don't know. It's louder than I thought it was going to be. What's up, man? What's new?
Should be starting a job here soon.
Job?
Been without one for a little bit. Tried some things. Didn't like it. Moved on.
What'd you try? Like weed?
No, I won't get into it because a lot of people we know work for said company, so I don't want to tell a whole
I'm
bad
being
story
an
about
idiot.
it. But tried it, didn't like it. Now I'm hopefully about to start working for Amazon. Still trying to be a firefighter, so doing all that stuff, going around testing as much as I can.
I saw someone, I think somebody shared Midlothian was hiring or testing pretty soon.
Yeah, I think they are. There's a bunch of them
um,
around here about to test.
I think I saw that the qualification, they want you to have an EMTP in fire before you even test.
Yeah, they
for
want
Midlothian.
most of them are wanting everything now,
Yeah.
and like 60 college hours too.
Yeah. Can't all be lucky
Yeah,
and just show up these days with
dude.
no credentials and get the job.
I swear, it feels like I know so many people that like just had a buddy in on the inside, and they walked up and were like, "Hey, I know this guy. Let's get him a job." Doesn't work that way anymore. Nepotism, all that good stuff.
I hear it happening all the time, but it just never happens for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess I got a job at the gym kind of that way.
yeah, but I feel like we're the kind of guys. If we bought a lottery ticket, there's no chance we're winning.
Not with that attitude.
No, just statistically speaking, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Statistics. You have like what, a 1 in 5 chance to win the lottery?
If it's $20, maybe.
People doing fractions. People don't understand fractions. Are like, oh, they don't get that joke. Go back to school if you don't get that joke.
Fractions are easy. I don't know why people have a hard time with them.
It's the percentages that are hard.
They're both easy.
Big
Big brain over here.
Big brain.
Yeah.
This got silly real quick. Cool, man. Yeah, you're driving a forklift again? Is that what you said?
Oh, heck no.
No?
I'm not doing that again.
Oh, I thought that's what you told me.
No, this will be delivery for Amazon. So, the people that drop your package off.
Oh.
Yeah. So, if I see one of yours, I'm definitely going to trash it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I doubt I'll see it. So,
I'll report you.
Good luck.
Man, so we were talking earlier about you think the cinema is going to die 2021.
Yeah. The theater experience is probably dead, I think. So, if people don't know, I believe HBO Max, who is Warner Brothers, just announced that all their 2021 releases are going to go straight to HBO Max the same day as theater release.
I saw that Wonder Woman's doing that, but I thought that was just
all
like
of them
a
across the
thing.
board. So,
Is HBO Max, is that like what used to just be like HBO Now? Did they just
I-
rebrand?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like the streaming side of HBO.
So they just rebranded it, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. But like the new Suicide Squad, there's a movie called Dune that's going to be probably one of the biggest movies of the year. Wonder
The one
Woman.
Batista's in.
Yes, Wonder Woman. All that stuff is going. Well, it'll release in theater, but same day co-release on streaming, which is gonna basically crash the market for theaters, which I
Yeah.
love. I love going to the theater. You know, I'm a loner. I like going by myself. I can go just chill in the middle of the theater, no problem.
To me, that's great news. Like, I don't understand why the movie theaters are still a thing. Like, unless you just like the experience, you know. But, like, there's a whole lot of people out there.
Which that's what it is for me.
Yeah. Me, I don't. I don't like leaving my comfortable setup to go sit in a stiff little movie chair, pay $13 and watch a movie surrounded by strangers. I hate that. And so I'd pay quite a bit of money to watch it here at my house, doing like, you know, on my own time with no one around me.
See, for me, going is kind of like an adventure. So, like, that takes me out of my real world, I guess, when I go to the movie theater. And it allows me to, like... I don't know, I saw you do it, so I did it. That allows me to, like... I don't know, I guess remove myself from reality better when I'm watching the movie.
Yeah.
And, like, just take it in for what it is. Because if I'm at home, I'm going to analyze it more. But if I go to the movie theater... with it being like a whole experience, I guess, it's a lot easier for me to just take it for what it is.
Yeah. I was going cross-eyed staring at you like through this mic.
I know.
Yeah, so I had to
lower once in a while.
I had to lower it. See, I don't know, man. Like, I go to movie theaters, and I'm like, there's a baby crying behind me. Someone's on their phone. Someone's talking. And then since the Batman thing, you know, like I'm always kind of on edge. Someone gets up and starts walking across the aisle. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, my gosh.
You know, like, what are you doing?
That hasn't crossed my mind
dude,
once.
I take my GAT with me every time I go to the movie theaters. I don't know. I have my LTC, and that's pretty much the only place I take it.
Yeah.
Is to the movies.
Yeah.
Because I get paranoid about that. And so, like,
especially if you're
I would just love nothing more. Goodness, I would love nothing more.
I've had like 5 people had their cars broken into at that movie theater.
But sitting in my comfort of my own house, I can order a pizza. You know, the one pizza costs just as much as a box of popcorn at the movie theater or a candy bar at the movie theater. Like, it's cheaper, more convenient.
Ain't you ever heard of sneaking food in though?
But see, me, I don't eat food or do anything when I watch a movie. I go 100% into the movie, arms crossed, and I don't move until the movie's over.
What, on your first time? Or
yes.
Just in general?
First time.
Okay.
And most of the time, in general, I have a hard time eating during the movie because I look down at my food and I miss something and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Even if I've seen a movie 100 times.
Well, that's why when I go, I have a very, like, strict routine.
Yeah.
So I go... I'm getting a Monster. I think it can probably Reese's Pieces. Not probably, it's Reese's Pieces. And then 2 of those nasty $1 hot dogs. I polish those hot dogs off before the movie starts, and then the Monster and the Reese's Pieces make it most of the movie usually. But those are just I don't have to look down to eat those, so those are easy.
And my main problem is if I had any kind of liquid beverage during that movie, I will have to get up and pee.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you have anything. You will have to pee after a movie. I believe there's something that happens inside your body.
I'll pee during the movie. I have a bladder of a toddler. And so, like my body, I grew up, and I became a 20-year-old male, but my bladder stayed at the size of, like, a baby.
You're still 20?
Yeah. And
wow.
So, like, if I even smell a drink within 30 minutes, I'll have to pee. I pee all day long. And so, like, that's another reason why I don't eat or drink anything during a movie, because the last thing I want to do is get up and have to go to the bathroom during the movie.
No,
and that's what's dope about having it here at the house. I can just pause it, you know?
That's part of the experience, though. It's sitting there feeling like your bladder's going to explode. It adds to the tension of the movie.
I even have people say, well, hey, man, you're going to go see this? Go pee right here. He's like, you won't miss a thing. So people give me P and Qs in movies.
Oh my gosh. They're already ruining the movie for you then.
Yeah, but I don't listen to them. I just sit there. I told you I don't eat nothing before I go to the movies. I don't drink nothing before I go to the movies. And I sit there just like this with my arms crossed for the whole 2 hours or however long I'm watching it.
If it's Avengers, it's 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Worth it.
Worth it.
What do you think about the new Wonder Woman? You have plans to watch that?
Yeah, I like the first one.
Did you?
I don't know anything about the second one. Haven't seen the trailer. Haven't seen anything. It's supposed to come out in March, and here we are, December 25th. It's going to come out on Christmas.
Allegedly.
It's weird. Allegedly.
Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back again.
It's supposed to come out in October. It was March. Then I think it had a June or July
the third
date.
or fourth update.
And then it had an October date. I just want any new movie.
I know. Black Widow.
Any movie that was supposed to, I don't understand why are they not releasing? If they were ready to go in March.
Because COVID.
Like,
so
why are they
deadly.
not going digital? Like, why do they have to go through the theaters?
I don't know.
Do you know?
That's why
like,
HBO
do you know
Max...
like our box office numbers that impressive? Like, are you making that much money off the box office? Because I feel like if you just released it digitally, you're making $20, $30 off a download off a.
Well, I know Tenet, whenever that came out, was gonna be kind of their measuring of the theater release, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, they were letting that movie come out. It was supposed to be a big blockbuster movie in the summer. They pushed it back a little bit towards the end of the summer. But that movie still ended up doing like $600 million worldwide, which, considering that everyone was on lockdown and all this COVID bullcrap, was pretty. I feel like that's a pretty good number.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about. The Tenet.
Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight trilogy guy. He directed all those.
I don't do directors. Like, if you give me an actor.
The guy from Twilight.
Edward?
Yeah, he was in it, but he had blonde hair, so you probably
he
didn't
is Batman. You're getting confused.
He's Batman now. He's gonna be Batman. No, but it had
I don't remember that at all.
Denzel Washington's son was the lead. He's kind of up and coming, so you probably haven't seen him on anything yet.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. They had a movie in June, July. Theaters weren't even open. How'd they do that?
They were.
They were?
Select theaters were. And then now it's been in theaters for like 4 months, so as they've opened, people have gone and seen it.
I don't know. I just get frustrated because I feel like if it was ready in March, how is it like? I should have already seen that movie 50 times now. Like,
it's
but
all
that's
about this.
Like,
they're trying to find
how is the
way
box
to make the
like,
most money.
I just find it hard to believe the box office is that much. But I guess because once you digitally release it, then people can video it and pirate it or whatever, Yeah. So I don't know, but I feel like if you wanted the movie, you buy it. But I don't know. I guess having it in theaters, you're forced to go to the theater and you're forced to pay money to go see it.
Well, and you got to think, for a movie like anything Marvel's releasing now is going to get close to eclipsing $1 billion worldwide. Because Avengers Endgame became the highest grossing film
Avatar?
ever. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
They did the re-release and it crossed like $2.75 billion or something like that.
That makes me so mad that Avatar is the, like, how do you word it? Best selling or
highest grossing?
Highest grossing? Yeah. How?
It was Titanic for the longest time before that.
Titanic, I can get on board with that.
I've never been. I'm a movie guy, and I've never enjoyed Titanic.
Well, I mean, it's like every girl wanted to see it when it came out. It was 3 hours long. It took 2 VHSs. It was like a thing like that. I get.
Wait, if anyone is under 18 listening to this, a VHS is what we had before DVDs and Blu-ray and streaming.
And if you needed that explained to you, smack yourself.
Yeah, or just leave.
Yeah, go home. You're drunk. Shoot. But, like, Avatar, like, I don't, like, there's no acting.
Well,
there's a few.
I think the reason that movie was so big is because of the technology and the way that it was filmed and stuff with all that, I don't know what they call it, but it's kind of the same way like
CGI?
they did Gollum. Well, it was the first time they were using that facial recognition stuff.
I keep yawning,
And
and
then
then I'm making the dumbest face at my camera while I'm yawning because I can't stop yawning. Yeah, I don't know. That just baffles me. Like,
It was a good movie, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be like the biggest movie of all
yes,
time.
I understand. Like, I feel like people, oh yeah, that was a cool movie. Blue People, that was it. Like, to be the best-selling, like, gross ever. Like, that's crazy.
Well, and that was one of those ones I watched it once, and then like every time after that was like, oh my gosh, this movie is so long. Is it over yet? And now they got
Took 10 years, 12 years later, we got Avatar 2 coming out this year.
four more. Every two
Four.
from 2022, every 2 years after that, we're going up till Avatar 5. So by 2028, I think, is when the last one's supposed to come out.
That slightly just depressed me.
Yeah.
Hopefully
And hopefully Fast and Furious should be done filming by then too, but probably not.
Goodness.
It might be on 20.
Mm-mm.
Who knows?
Dude, I don't remember. Oh, the last movie I went to see was an anime.
With Reagan?
Mm-hmm.
What was
I
it?
think it was February.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
It was My Hero Academia.
Oh, that was like the first thing I went.
It might have been December. It was either December or February. I can't remember. A long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't been to movies in a while. I just want to see.
I'm sure
miss
she
the
loved
feeling.
it, huh?
Yeah. Totes. I just miss the feeling
Cringe.
of seeing something new.
Yeah,
I just want to see something new.
I know.
Like even TV series, like there's no new shows.
I need Witcher season 2 to come out already, with a new catchy song, please.
Um.
Toss a coin.
Yeah. I saw something that I saw something about that the other day, and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember if it was like a release date or that it was getting canceled or.
No, I just literally checked like a day or two ago.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, I think, like middle of 2021, this next year.
Because I follow one of them on Instagram, and I saw her posting pictures in her little outfit.
Yeah, I think they just started filming or something.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill is a massive human being.
Well,
He's real life
about
Superman.
the same size as me.
Yeah, but I mean,
But what, Mikey?
he's built like the Hulk.
So am I. The other day, someone walked by me and they go, Hulk? I'm like, nah, I'm just Corey. So, I mean, I get that all the time.
You weren't wearing the T-shirt with the Hulk on it.
Nah, I was just walking, man.
Oh, okay.
Just walking in the gym.
Well,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they thought I was so ugly. And I'm like, Hulk? I don't
so
know.
why is this guy so mad?
Yeah, why is he so angry? That's probably exactly what it was. This
What
guy's
are you
angry.
saying?
Yeah. Man, oh man. So how you liking the apartment life, man?
It's good. I don't have to share a bathroom anymore, so that's been a nice 6 months or whatever it's been now.
Mm.
I think we're right about halfway. I don't know what we're thinking about doing. I don't know. I guess I'll have to see what I'm doing with work-wise, but I definitely next place want to be somewhere where I can have a dog. Like I'm getting a dog within the next year. I have to. I need a little companion again.
Depending on your job, man, you can buy a house.
No. I'll have to get a better job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be nice? I was talking about this with Gilly on my last podcast, like some kind of housing thing, but like, what would be, what I wouldn't even mind doing right now at this point in my life, is save up, buy a house, and then have 2 people come and rent from me.
Yeah.
And so like, I have my own house, but I'm only paying a third of the mortgage.
Right.
That would be ideal. And then eventually when I feel comfortable, make it my own house. But that would be nice.
Yeah.
2 people I don't mind living with,
Yeah.
pay my mortgage. They get a place to stay. My mortgage gets paid.
Being able to pee in your own backyard.
Mm-hmm. It's my own shit. No
Yeah.
deposits are getting stolen from me and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm the landlord.
I want to do a tiny house, like low key.
I almost did that here.
Yeah.
I was very close to doing it here.
What would you have just
Would have cost me almost the same.
started with one of those little, like, Home Depot shacks or
Mm-hmm.
something? Yeah.
It only cost you about 20 grand.
Yeah.
And you spend about 15, depending on how fancy you want the inside. You can spend 15 or you can spend 50
Yeah.
on the inside. And, you're out either 35 grand or 80 grand and you got a little tiny home.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is where you got to put it. You got
Yeah.
to buy land to put it somewhere, So then at that point, land's 50, 80, 100. So now you're 150, 180. Shit, you might as well just bought a house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like if you already have a place you can
That's why
put
you
it.
put it on wheels so you can go to like a trailer park or something.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I was like, well, this one I can just take anywhere I want.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you moved it? Did you take this down to the
Yeah.
land?
I took it down there twice now.
Yeah.
2 separate times.
How hard was that?
Not hard at all.
No.
Mm-mm. All the counter stuff.
You put the chocks in? We're not gonna be rolling away anytime
Yeah, I
soon.
did put the chalks on.
Okay, good.
I'm good at that now. But yeah, you stow all the stuff in a container or in shut all cabinets. I gotta take all my pops down, put the TVs down, dude, and load up and go. It's not that bad. It takes about 30, 40 minutes to kind of make sure everything's ride ready.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get there, 30, 40 minutes to bring everything back out.
Yeah.
But and the furniture's got to be rearranged a little bit so the slides back in. But like I said, it's about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Not that bad considering I go from living in it to
Yeah, you're literally moving your whole house.
to pulling it,
Yeah.
in 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
it's not that bad. And it's nice having this down there because I have like everything I want,
Yeah.
everything I need down there
Yeah.
at the Deerleys.
Well, I mean,
It's like I'm cold. Oh, I got
You're-
every bit of clothes I own here. Let me
yeah,
warm
you're
up.
literally in your house. You're just in a different spot.
It's like it's afternoon and it's hot and I'm sweaty. I'm gonna go put some shorts on.
Yeah.
I got it all.
Yeah.
So it was very nice having this down there.
The life.
I didn't have to worry about any mice crawling on me.
That's
You
the best
know.
part of camping, though.
I don't know why, dude, but like I woke up down there one time. I was sleeping. I don't really sleep too well when I'm down at the Deerleys. It's just uncomfortable. The trailer's old. It's makeshift little bunk beds and like I don't know. It's okay, but it's not cozy
5-star.
by it's not 5-star by any means. It's not real cozy by any means, but it's very very doable. But I was down there. I'm not sleeping real well as it is, and I know we got mice and there's mice running around. Like you hear them like crunching on things in the night. You can't do anything about it. You can't find them. And then I was sleeping on my back, and I just hear this. Yeah, like you have a better that like something just so high pitch, and I'm like, what is that? Like kind of tossing. I'm like rolling my head around, and dude, it just like it's like a fly like in your ear or something. You know what I mean? Like just.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Dude, just constant. And so I'm like, what? And I like open my eyes and like I look and there's a mouse right on my chest right here staring at me. And I go, yee! Oh, I hop up out of bed and I throw my sleeping bag and the mouse went flying. And so now I'm standing up in the middle of the camper in my underwear just like freaking out. And my heart rate just shot up to like a 180. There's a mouse on my chest.
Now you don't know.
And then Justin turns over. My brother turns over and goes, "What are you doing?" And all of a sudden he starts flipping out and flies out of bed because apparently when I threw the mouse, I threw it onto him.
Oh my gosh!
And so now he's up, and both of us, it's 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, and both of us are standing up in our underwear, looking around, trying to find this little baby mouse. It's not a baby, but I mean it's tiny. It's a little tiny mouse.
Well, it's a mouse. Either
Yeah.
way, you want to know where it is.
And never did find it. And then I stop and laugh like, what is that mouse gonna do to me?
Yeah.
He's not gonna hurt me. He's not gonna do a darn thing to me. But like, it's costing me sleep. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
now I couldn't go back to bed. I stayed up for like 2 hours until my alarm went off at 5 to go down and start hunting. But like, and now I have a hard time sleeping. Every time I go over there, I think a mouse is gonna be crawling on me. I have a hard time sleeping.
Well, what about when you were in New Mexico? Did you sleep at all with the possibility of there being bears there?
Hardly. First night.
Because I mean,
the
that'll
first
mess
night,
you up more than a mouse will.
the
I can
first
tell you
night, I'm not really a camper. I don't know the last time I've like pinched a tent and camped. And so, like I get the concept of it. I got my tent put up and everything like that, but I didn't think it through that I'm on an incline.
that. Yeah.
You know, and like I just think, well, you know, it'll be all right. You know, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's a slight little incline. And then I didn't bring like a pad either to lay on. I'm like, my sleeping bag's real thick. Like I'll be straight. You know, I'll be all right. I have a thick sleeping bag. And so 1, I'm on an incline. 2, it's very rocky. 3, I don't have the pad. So I slept horrible the first night we were there. And yes, I was
Were
also
you like sliding down in
I
the
was
tent?
sliding down. There's rocks everywhere. And just every little noise is just, it's dead silent out there. And you just hear a leaf crack or something. You're like, what is that? Something's outside. You know, you hear this, you hear that. And like, I don't know. I just kept thinking like a bear's going to come up and start sniffing, or a pig or boar or something's going to come up sniffing at my tent. And I'm like, I'm going to have to get it with my pistol. I'm like, what am I going to do if it does? Like, am I going to shoot it? Am I just going to shoot from inside my tent? And like, well, what if it was like another person? And like, do I go outside and then it'll try to kill me if I go outside? But like, then I'll actually see what I'm shooting. And I'm like, and then like, am I just, I don't know, now I'm overthinking it. And I just like, I never get any sleep. Didn't sleep good at all. That was the first night. And then, so we hunted a little bit that evening. And then we wake up and we hunt all day, spend the whole day up on the mountain up there.
Mm-hmm.
Come back to the camp, come back to the camp, and our truck was parked in the street, but we didn't know it was a street. We thought it was just like a little access point to where we were camping.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a full blown like travel road, and we had like 3 notes on the truck. Very angry notes that I can't repeat on this podcast. One of them basically saying, if you don't move this effing truck, I'll move it for you with my chains tomorrow, or something like that, or something. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. They're threatening us.
Gosh.
So we ended up moving the truck. But on our way down that night is when I saw that massive brown bear. And it was a big old, I've never seen a bear in person. It was a massive bear to me. And so I'm like, guys, I cannot sleep in this tent tonight. Like, I didn't get any sleep last night. And now they didn't see the bear. I'm the only one who saw it. I'm like, this bear's freaking me out. And I slept in the truck that night, and I slept like a baby. I slept so good in that truck that night.
Do you know if that bear heard y'all or smelled y'all at all, though? He was probably 20 miles in the other direction.
Most likely, but we have food, so we're cooking food and stuff, so he wants our food. So, I don't know.
Were y'all
Depends
camping? Were y'all cooking in your campsite?
Yes. And that's why everyone's like, you don't do that. I'm
No.
like, oh.
You're supposed to set up a triangle of
Yeah, that's what they say.
food, bathroom, sleep.
Yeah.
So the idea is that if they hit one, more than likely the food, they're going to hit that, and they tend to just go in straight lines. So they'll take that, and then ideally they'll just keep walking and go right past your camp without ever seeing you.
Yeah. We didn't have a nice camp at all there. We didn't have a good setup at all in that place. We stayed there for 2.5 days. Got all those angry letters, saw a bear, and then the truck died, and we got stranded out there, and just
Y'all went up a mountain, couldn't turn around.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, literally almost died 3 separate occasions. It was a mess, and everything about that was a mess. So we ended up just getting out of there. Went to this other place, found a nicer campsite. It's flat, no rocks, no one is around us. We're hidden, but the hunting isn't real great where we were at. And I slept pretty good that night. And then
outside or in the truck?
No, in the tent again that night. But yeah, like I said, I worked hard on flattening the area, and so I slept a lot better that night. And then we had 2 more days left to hunt, but a cold front was coming through, and it was going to be windy and like
Y'all
possible.
went in September.
No, November.
November.
Like
So it was
November
getting
20.
cold then.
Like it's like November 2025 or something like that.
And how were y'all at like 5,000 feet or something?
You got me. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
No idea. We're in the mountains.
It was higher than Texas, probably.
And then, so like a cold front was coming through. It was gonna be super windy. It was gonna drop down in the 20s and the teens. And I'm just like, guys, I'm miserable. Let's go home. And they're kind of like, yeah, we're pretty miserable too. Micah had strep throat the entire time he was out there with no antibiotics.
Oh my god.
He got it while we were driving out there. So I couldn't imagine.
No, it was probably the first wave of Corona, if we're being real.
Yeah, that's what it was. And then, so like my anxiety is an all-time high. I didn't even know I had anxiety until this trip. An all-time high. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm miserable, and I couldn't imagine being all that with strep throat.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were nearly as on edge as I was.
Well, and
but
you
I don't
can't.
know.
It's harder to breathe too. I mean, y'all are doing all that hiking with elevation change and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That does a freaking number on you. People don't realize that. But
That hiking killed me, dude.
dude, it's a beast.
Crazy. You look up there and like, oh yeah, it's not a mountain. It's a big hill.
No. And
like,
then 5 miles later, you still haven't gotten to that hill yet.
It's like it's just a big hill. Like when I think of a mountain, like I can't see the top. A big old like Mount Everest, a mountain. And I'm looking at this, and technically it would be a mountain, people, but like from Texas, where where all we see is trees that are 20-foot tall maximum.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and I'm like, let's go up there in the morning. We'll go up there, tallest one. We can see everything. Take us 30 minutes to get up there. Takes us 3 hours to get up there, and we stopped maybe twice because we're fit people. We're all personal trainers, so we're like, we're not stopping. It becomes a workout.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! Almost 3 hours to get to the top of this mountain. Sunrise comes up at 6 a.m. We have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to like get awake. Get awoke. What's the word? Waking up. How do you say that?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Wake up.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had to wake up at 3:30, just kind of get up and get moving.
There it is.
And reverse. Get up and get moving. Drink a little coffee. Get a little something in us. So at 4 a.m., we take off in the pitch black, middle of nowhere, bears, with nothing but headlamps. And we hike up a mountain.
Were y'all packing heavy too, or pretty much
just a day pack? We left everything at camp, but we leave at 4 a.m. in the pitch black, and we hike for 2.5 hours in the darkness up a mountain, just hoping that we're at the top with our binoculars in our hands when the sun starts to come up, which we never were. We never made it on time because it took us forever to get to the top of these mountains. Ugh. I want to go back, but like now I know what to expect. Like, and it's like I knew it was gonna be miserable. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna this, you're gonna that." I'm like, it's gonna be an experience. Like that's all. It's gonna be an experience, good or bad.
Yeah.
And it was mostly bad for me. But like now I know what to expect. I would definitely do it differently now, and just have to like just man up on it a little bit. I wouldn't have a stationary camp. I would take my one big bag and I would just go.
Yeah.
Like just carry my tent on there, a lighter sleeping bag. And like I said, so we wouldn't have to climb that mountain every day and climb down the mountain. We would just climb that mountain once. And then if I see deer over yonder, over there, then we go down and go over there where we see the deer. And then I may put my tent up there for the night, and then when I wake up, I'm right there where deer are, and then I watch them and maybe find more, and I go there, so I don't have to go back to camp and go. So I would just carry everything with me.
Yeah.
It's what I think I would try and do, but I don't know. I'm not a wilderness man,
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah.
I'd probably get in some serious trouble if I did that.
I was mad that y'all didn't ask me anything because I knew y'all were going in blind. I could have helped, but y'all learned
Figure it
the
out.
hard way.
You know what? It's not like there's so many more things that are difficult about it. we had a plan A right from the start. We looked on the Google Maps, we looked on our Onyx maps, and we knew exactly where we were going, and there was a road that took us there.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get down there in those mountains and those little tiny ATV roads, they're not made for trucks. They're about 5 feet wide, and very sketchy. And the next thing, you've been going down it for an hour, and then all of a sudden you hit a gate, and it's like private property. You're like, well, this is the only road that takes us to where we're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally no other way there. What are we supposed to do about that? And so plan A shot because, like, we can't even get our truck over there. Like, it's literally not going to happen. And, and you can't, like, we had to back down that road for, like, a good while just to be able to turn around.
Yeah.
And so plan A shot, and then it's just a road. Like, there's nowhere to camp. There's no campsite. You're just on a road. And so you can't park the truck because it's on a road. There's nowhere to turn off. It's a little 5-foot road. And so
yeah, and that's the only thing that's even been cleared out.
Finding
anywhere.
somewhere to camp is almost impossible, like with your truck and everything. So, like, there was nothing friendly. There was nothing easy about what we were doing. Just finding a camp was hard. And then camping was hard. And then we did the camping wrong because we parked where apparently we were camping on a road and we didn't even know. And, like, just everything about it was not going smoothly.
Yeah.
It was very difficult.
Yeah.
And then the hunting was difficult.
Well, I know in outdoor guidelines or whatever, they want you to be like 200 feet from any trail or road at least when you set up your campsite.
We were on the road.
Yeah. That's probably why people were pissed. Yeah. And I think that just helps with staying away from animals and stuff too, because they're like, they'll take those roads. They take the easiest routes and stuff too. If it's there.
Because where we were at was in a national forest. I haven't said that in the podcast. You know that, but I haven't said it on here yet. So it was pretty busy. And, like I said, I'd like to go back.
And it was public domain too, right? Like, it was one of those ones where anybody could just go out there.
Well, I mean, it's just a national forest, so yeah, I mean, anyone's welcome.
Yeah.
The government owns it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no restrictions or anything. I mean, you had to have a license to hunt. You couldn't just go out there Joe Blow, but I mean, yeah, you could go out there not hunting. Like, if you want to just go out there and just camp or walk around, you could. What blew my mind is the amount of cattle that's running around these mountains in this national forest. They have ear tags on them, but like I said, it took us 2.5 hours to hike up this mountain and get where we are. And I look to my left, and there's a cow right next to me. How in the world is the guy who owns that cow ever going to come back and get it? Doesn't make any sense. There's some barbed wire fences and stuff up there to kind of separate them. One, I don't know how you got a barbed wire fence in the national forest. I don't know how you did that. Doesn't sound legal or right to me. I don't understand.
100 years ago or something.
The state, I don't understand how that works, but it just blows my mind. How are you ever going to get your cattle back? And, you'll never know where they are. It's not like it just blew my mind. Here in Texas, you got 100 acres. You can see all your cattle from the corner of that spot. You can see all of them. And here, he had 100 acres, but it's like one of it's 1,000 feet up this way, the one's 1,000 feet down over there.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I don't care. And you're not allowed to have ATVs out there.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get this cow. How are you ever gonna get this cow back in? Didn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I guess that's why we're not ranchers or whatever it would be. I don't know.
Blew my mind. But let's see, how long have we been going here? 40 minutes. It's all right with me. Call it a day on this one. Movies, man. Can't wait for a new one to come out. I'll be watching it here at the crib.
I'll be trying to go to the theater if they
trying
actually
to go
put
to
them
the theater.
there.
Yeah.
I will be at a theater if they put it there.
They put the bowling alley in the showbiz, didn't they?
Yeah, which
like
makes
all kinds
me
of
wonder
stuff going on up there.
if that will be carried by that side or if it's going to pick back up and for everything.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm like, that's gonna get carried by that side. I'm like, who's that? Who? What's
Theater
that?
will
What
be
are you
carried
talking
by the
about? So you're saying the
arcade
entertainment?
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm with you. It took me a while to figure it out. I'm like, what?
Because they put a ton of money into that thing, and now if people aren't going to be going to movies,
Everything about that makes me mad, because I told you, like, I was thinking about getting my pilot license. And my mom's like, well, no one's flying in the airport right now. Like, no one's flying. You can't fly. I'm like, yeah, but
they are.
2021, 2022, it ain't going to be like this,
No.
So I don't know.
Well, Biden's president now, so they won. So all the bad stuff will stop happening.
We will see.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I'm not supposed to get political on here.
Every now and then I say something on here. Made me laugh. I was in finishing up boot camp yesterday, or whatever day, Wednesday, and I have a foreign lady in the class that comes in there. You probably know who I'm talking about, but I don't like saying a whole lot of names on here. People take things very personal. And I think she just kind of
Eastern Europe.
She's a little foreign, and she just does things her own way. She's a hoot. And she just, out of the blue, goes, hey, so the election's not over? And I just started laughing, Yes, I think this is literally probably the first time she's heard about it, Like, she probably didn't follow any election stuff, Like, she's foreign. I don't think she cares. I don't want to speak for her. But, and she's like, so the election's not over? And I started laughing. I go, it's over. But Trump's got a lot of lawsuits out, and some of them seem legit. I don't know. I don't know. It's over, but there's a lot of lawsuits out, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And this other guy goes, this guy in my class goes, oh, Trump's just spewing his normal BS that he does. He's just getting his last little licks he can this last month. And I was kind of like, oh, wow. And normally in my class, and there's always pro-Trump. And this is the first time I've ever heard someone say something. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And he's like, I voted for Biden just because I don't like Trump or something like that. I'm like,
oh, great reason.
One of those. And so I'm just sitting here.
Sound logic.
And he's looking at me, and like the other people in class are they kind of look at me, but they kind of are kind of just looking around.
Like, can we
he's like, what? He's looking at me like he wants some kind of assurance or reaction or something. And I go, I don't talk politics with my clients. Y'all have a good night. I'm out of here.
I mean, that's the best answer.
I thought it was great, man. Because she just asked a simple question like, "Hey, is the election over?"
Yeah,
like,
she wasn't. That's not even picking a side. She was just asking.
I try to give her a straightforward answer as best as my knowledge, because I'm not very knowledgeable.
What's going on.
I'm not very knowledgeable about that, and that was the answer I gave her. That's what I know. It's over, but there's lawsuits out everywhere. I have no idea. And
it's over with a question mark.
Yeah, and he says that to me. He's looking at me. I'm like,
Like Ron Burgundy.
Well,
it's
I don't talk
over?
about that. It's over?
Dang it. Who put a question mark on the teleprompter?
Anchorman, by the way, if y'all don't know.
If you don't know, again, get off.
Yeah.
Because you should know.
Yeah.
All you kids watching don't know who VHS is. You probably don't know who Anchorman is either, so. Sad stuff.
Well, if you made it this far, thanks for listening. You got anything you want to say?
I'm going to be on Hot Ones next week eating those spicy wings, so wish me luck. Or maybe I'm just going to Buffalo Wild Wings, but I don't know yet. So
Someone might ask you a couple questions, so
yeah,
it's basically the same thing.
They might ask me my order. But
what's his name?
Oh, crap. Is it like Jared something?
Hi, what's up, everybody? This is Sean something with...
oh, it is Sean. It's
Sean something with and you're watching Hot Ones. Dude, anyways.
He eats those things like it's nothing. I don't get it.
I haven't watched any of these virtual ones. They're just not the same. It's a little disappointing.
Oh, yeah, where they're not even there in person with them. It's their table's 6 feet apart. I don't know what the big deal is.
Yeah.
Like, look at us. COVID protocols.
COVID. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed. We out.
Thanks for having me.